Don't click away. I promise we're going to talk about TCGs. Let's talk about NFTs and the way that they're going to change the way that we do that. Well, what's up everyone? Welcome back to KitchenTableTCG. Hope you're having yourself a great day. Today I wanted to have a discussion on NFTs. This is going to be a completely new topic for the channel, and I promise we won't get too into it on the channel. I promise we're not going to hop in like super deep on the channel, but I do want to start talking about it because I do believe in the future of NFTs, in particular to how it relates to the trading card game world, and I want to start talking about it. I want to start having a dialogue about it because I do think 2022 is going to be a big year for NFTs. So I want to start off this video by saying I know that this is a completely new topic for a lot of you. I hope that you can hear me out and saying that this is a new topic for me in the last like 5 months that I've been learning about and I've really been trying to digest, and I just want to share some of what I've learned with you. I am in no way trying to get you to buy NFTs, especially right now. I'm trying to share with you what I think the future of TCGs will look like if they include NFTs, and in fact, in hopes of helping you become part of this journey with me, I'm gonna give away one of my Metazoo Pizza Bird NFTs. I don't even want to talk about what it's valued at right now, but I'm gonna give away one of those to somebody who has not been involved at all in the NFT space. If you are involved in the NFT space already, the idea here is just to share it with other people. So leave a comment below. I'll pick a comment randomly over the next couple days, weeks, that you know, you'll get one of the Pizza Bird MZG Games Pizza Bird. Go look that up on OpenSea. All right. I got lots of notes. You might see me, I just showed you an empty note. You might see me looking down at my phone a little bit. I also have a baby in my arms, so this is gonna be all sorts of a fun video, but this is completely new. The goal here is to help you and me work through this together and learn about NFTs and our NFT journey together. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun over the next couple years. I really believe that NFTs and the metaverse and all this thing are gonna change the way that we collect and interact with collectible card games, with TCGs. And I believe that all of us are going to be on this kind of journey over the next couple years. And I really think for me as a content creator, I want to protect my future, right? Like I want to be set up for the way things might change. And so starting to have some of these dialogues and starting to have some of these conversations, I think is really good for me as a content creator. I think it's good for you as a viewer to be aware of some new things that are up and coming. And that's the heart behind the series. I don't know if we're talking like 2 years or 20 years in this. Like, I don't know where we're gonna be. I don't know the timelines on this. We'll talk about that at the end of the video a little bit. But I do know that the world is changing again. You know, in the early 90s, we had the internet bubble, right? We had the www dot bubble, right? The .com bubble, I guess people call it. And then in more recently, in like 2004 or whatever, we had this huge little bubble, or this huge little change in the way that we interact on the internet with social media. And I really think that in 2022, in the 2020s, the conversation will be metaverse and NFTs and blockchain and cryptocurrency. We're already seeing it, but that will be kind of the big thing. And so how will that affect the TCGs is where we're gonna go. But again, I don't know if that's 2 years or 20 years. So first off, again, I'm not trying to convince you to buy anything. I'm not trying to convince you to do any of that. I just want to look into a world. Like, I really believe that Magic the Gathering and Pokemon will have NFTs that come out in 2022. So I think for you as a viewer of the channel, like, it's really healthy that you start learning about it now. That way you can make some educated decisions when those things come out, or if they come out. And I want to get out ahead of those. So first off, let's talk about what is an NFT. An NFT stands for non-fungible or fungible, I don't know, non-fungible token. And basically something that is fungible is something that is like a $20 bill. Like, every $20 bill is exactly the same. If I hand you a $20 bill and you hand me a $20 bill, there's no difference to those. An NFT, a non-fungible token, are things that are interchangeable, or not directly interchangeable or replaceable, or are known as non-fungible. So you can't replace it. It is digitally unique. That's important. And it's stored NFT is stored on the blockchain. So it's a digitally unique item that is stored on the blockchain. Now you might have multiple of the same digitally unique item. So like example, the Piazza bird that I'm going to give away in this video, there are 100 of them, right? Just like there are, you know, I don't know, here's a misty rainforest from whatever. It's just what's on my table. There's a lot of these, they're exact same card, but on the blockchain, they are uniquely identified. So you can actually trace that specific number in the history. It would be like taking a Black Lotus and being able to trace every single purchaser, every single purchase, every single person who owned it and what it sold for, all on a digital blockchain that can't be altered because it's constantly being rewritten by billions of, I don't know how many computers, lots of computers all around the world that interact with the blockchain. So let's, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You can see exactly who created it. You can see who owns it, what wallets have purchased it, and what the purchase price was. It's all digitally inscripted in a worldwide ledger that's, you know, basically the entire block, I don't know exactly how it works, but the whole blockchain is constantly checking itself and identifying itself and making sure that there's no funny business, because all around, it's a digital ledger all around the world. There's a lot of videos on this. I'm going to try to link some stuff in the comment section if you want to dive in deeper to NFTs and what that looks like. I want to keep this video kind of more focused on what it looks like for TCGs. So as it pertains to TCGs, there's a couple up and coming TCGs that are involved in the NFTs. Metazoo is one of them. I'm sure I'll get tons of downvotes just because of that. But I took a pretty early risk on, this is why I can give away a Piazza bird. I took a pretty early risk, actually 8 months ago, 7 months ago. Some people in our Discord server started buying them up, and I was like, okay, I'll start buying some. And we just, over the last 8 months, all kind of just bought some every now and then. And then recently, we didn't even know what they were doing, and there was no white paper. So in NFTs, typically you get a white paper that says exactly what the NFT is. That didn't happen, but we just kind of bought them. They were pretty cheap. So, you know, we got, and so that's like one of the things that we did. And I don't advise that. Like, I don't advise getting involved with an NFT project unless you know what the purpose is. Okay, so like 98% of NFTs, this is a popular phrase that is on the NFT channels in YouTube, 98% of NFTs will fail. So make sure you do your homework and find the ones that you actually believe in. That's, you know, I just believed in Metazoo. Like, I just believed in Mike and his vision. That's all I did. There was no white paper. And there will be a white paper for these new releases for Metazoo, which is really good. But trust me when I say, don't just hop into these NFTs. Make sure you read the white paper and understand what you're getting into. But, you know, so for Metazoo NFTs now, you know, we kind of understand a little bit of what they're going to do. Those ones, the super exclusive Genesis ones are going to provide exclusive cards, access to new projects like the NFT project that's coming up. And then the ones that are being sold later this month will actually give you discounts on Shopify. They're building a Shopify integration. So if your digital wallet owns a NFT, it'll give you discounts or access to product through their Shopify site. That's pretty cool. There's another TCG Grand Archive. It's a Kickstarter game that's going on right now that's putting NFTs in the packs. And they've said that they will have future use in a online game. Like right now, they're just collectible, but in future use, they'll be used in an online game. And then Metazoo has also announced some use, like this is why I love, like some use with the digital, this thing's called Sandbox, and it's like a virtual world where you can go hang, it's like Minecraft, except for if Minecraft was finite and you could own land in Minecraft and then everybody could go interact with your land in Minecraft. And like Metazoo has said that they're going to be partaking in Sandbox, so you can have a digital online place that, you know, like Discord is 2D, right? Like you can only see screens and letters and you can do some video stuff, but imagine a digital world where you can go hang out with people who like the TCG that you like. Like, I think it's so cool. There's so many different use cases for this stuff. And once blockchain technology gets a little bit more efficient and the gas fees decrease, I can really see things like Magic the Gathering Arena utilizing blockchain technology, utilizing NFTs, so you can buy and sell and trade the cards that you collect and actually be able to move them around. And this allows Magic to actually bring in some income because you can have royalties attached to the NFTs. So it's actually a great way to produce money as a company. But for you and for me, if we play, I don't play Arena, but if you play Arena, it allows you to trade your cards, interact with your cards, and then you can use them on the blockchain and that kind of thing. So I personally think, sorry, that was all the digital things. Now I also think, I get excited about this. I get excited about thinking about the future. I also think that things like BGS and PSA could have NFTs baked into their grading services, so that you can then display your NFT. You can actually verify ownership of a slab. If you're, it's not just like, oh hey, I have a picture, but actually I own the NFT to this slab, and so you can verify your physical items in the real life with a digital blockchain. There's a lot of workarounds. You got to figure out how to do that if you buy or sell or whatever. I guess if you're buying a slab, then you're just requiring that the seller sells you the NFT as well. And so you have verifiable ownership digitally rather than just being like, oh yeah, I own this Alpha, Black Lotus slab, right? So there's a lot of use cases, and I think it's not just digital. I think it does interact with the real life too. So let me see where I am. Yeah, so I think another way that smart people have figured out how to implement them is doing these like blind NFT things. Like, right, you have like these Topps packs that are blind NFTs, and you open it up and it's randomized, and it's like opening up a booster pack but with a digital item, like a digital artwork. And it's pretty cool, and they have different rarities, and you can see if there were 10,000, yours on the rarity scale is number 800, and so it shows you how rare it is, and it's really cool. It's a great way to create a digital asset that is collectible. Anyway, so now let's talk a little bit about the future, right? Like, I think when I was, is this where I'm getting my story? Yeah. 10 years ago, I pulled an iPhone 4 out of a dumpster and gave it to my now wife, but my girlfriend at the time. It was a college dumpster. Everyone was dumping all their stuff, leaving for home, whatever. And I pulled an iPhone 4 and I fixed it out of the dumpster. And it was my wife's first my wife's first smartphone ever. She had like a flip phone before then. And I remember her downloading Instagram for the first time and saying, why would I use this? Why would I use it? Why wouldn't I just download my photos from my digital camera onto my computer and email to my friends? Why would I post them on Instagram? And like today, my wife uses all these apps, everything. She uses Marco Polo and all these things to communicate with her friends. That's the only way she communicates with her friends, unless she's like hanging out in real life, all through the smartphone. My point here, and sorry, before my wife had a smartphone, I had a smartphone for 4 years. I was already using that. My point here is that the technology has changed so rapidly over the last 10 years. And I personally believe that technology is going to move even more rapidly over the next 10 years. I think it's the fastest change in technology in the last 10 years of all of history. And I think that at the end of the day, the things that seem abstract and weird and uncomfortable and new and just risky today, I think will be the norm in the future. Like, I think my wife, who doesn't interact with TCGs at all, or she's not super technological, I think she will interact virtually instead of sending a Marco Polo, which is this like video chat app where you like video and then you send the video. Instead of sending a Marco Polo, she'll have like glasses on and she'll interact with her friends in a virtual like reality thing. And instead of video, it'll just be like virtual reality. She'll be able to interact with them in real time before they go out to dinner, like while they're getting ready. Instead of Marco Poloing, they'll be virtually interacting. And so I think the world is going to become more virtual. And that it's going to become more normal for this kind of stuff to exist. Now, that being said, I don't think we lose the physical aspects. I think like cards, this is the only card I have right now. I think cards like this will always have a place in our society. I think personally, we will always like the tangible items. And then long-term tangible items, because they will be less made and they'll become nostalgic. They'll become even more collectible than they are right now. And so I don't think that this replaces TCG TCG trading, physical card trading. I actually think that this just enhances it. I think that there are ways, I don't know exactly how that works, and I think we're all still learning the technology and figuring out how it's going to enhance or use our life, but I think it's actually going to enhance it. And so I just want to re-emphasize that. Like, I'm not saying that this replaces any sort of collectibles. The future technology tends to improve the physical. If you look at like, what is it, augmented reality, you still need the physical world, and you still need that. And, you know, Kat's still out on what augmented reality will be, but don't forget that real life is not going anywhere. Nothing can replace personal interaction. Nothing can replace hanging out in Vegas and walking through the casinos and interacting with each other and hanging out. Like, nothing will replace that, but I think technology can enhance that. And finally, in this digital world, remember that just because you can hide behind a screen name doesn't mean that the people on the other side of the screen name don't feel. And so remember that even if we move this way, that's still important to remember to be kind to the people around you. Anyway, so let me know what you think about these NFTs and all this space. We're gonna continue to learn about it together on the channel. This is not gonna be a video every week. It's not gonna be, you know, I don't know how regularly we'll do this. As kind of I learn big things, as kind of some of these TCGs and these game companies come out with NFT projects, maybe we'll chat about them then. I do have a giveaway set up in December with a pretty major NFT project that is already tried and true, and really one of the top ones in the NFT space. So that's kind of cool. They reached out to me. A couple of the people in their server actually watched the channel. And anyway, so I think that there's some really cool things in the future, but I want you to know that this channel values play in real life too. Like, this is not going to become a NFT channel, and it's going to stick towards TCGs. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. What are some use cases that I've missed for TCGs? Also, make sure if you want access to the giveaway of the Piazza Bird NFT that you are subscribed, that you like the video, that whatever, and that you are commenting in the comment section and just say, count me in, but then put some other comments too. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Remember, be kind to the people around you, even if they're on a digital screen and you don't think that they care. Hope you have a good one. Bye.